Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I am sure glad you're here. I am Lori, and for those of you who are returning, thanks for coming back. I am excited for today's video. This is my Face the Music collab that I do with Nona over at My So-Called Life 1977 and CeCe over at CeCe's Cosmetic Chaos. These ladies hold a truly special place in my heart, and I am honored that I get to do this fun video with them each month. All three of us love music. We have a true passion for it, and so it's a lot of fun to see what each one will pick on their month, because we rotate, so every third month it's my turn, but this is not my turn. This month is Nona's, but I think we all just kind of discussed it. She said, do you want to do Thriller? Or I think she might have mentioned a couple of others, or maybe we just said, what do we want to do for Halloween? Maybe that was it. But Nona suggested Thriller, and I was thrilled to do Thriller because I was a teenager when Thriller came out. It's really dating me, isn't it? So when I think of the movie, well, it technically was a movie, wasn't it? I mean, a 13-minute music video would constitute a movie at that time. When I think of the video Thriller, the first thing that comes to mind is his red jacket. And so I'm not quite sure where this look is going to go. We will see. I have a few palettes in front of me that I might incorporate, but I'm going to try and incorporate red somehow. It's not going to be a huge red presence, but I'm going to try and incorporate it. I cannot do stage makeup. I don't have that talent. That talent fell to my son, not to me. So I'm going to do the best that I can to make a fun look for you guys. And I didn't really look up a whole lot about the video, so I'm just kind of gonna yak. So let me get started, and then I will I'll come back to talking about the video and the girls. I have primed and set my eyes, so we are just going to jump in. I may use Pretty Vulgar's Nightingale palette. It has these beautiful, kind of earthy, dirty, zombie-esque colors to them. And I also brought my Laura Geller The Delectables. This is the Smoky Neutral palette. One of these eyeshadows is loose in here, so I can't tip it a whole lot. But these are also grungy, and there's that beautiful red, so we might use that. And then I brought my Zodiac Aries palette, which has all these gorgeous reds and that beautiful brown. We might start off with that brown. So I truly don't know where I'm going to go with this look. So, yeah, I'm going to start off with this shade right here in the Pretty Vulgar palette, and that is Hide and Seek. That kind of fits Halloween, although where I grew up, it was kind of cold on Halloween. I grew up in Colorado, and 9 times out of 10 it snowed. So Thriller was actually released in 1982, the record, but the video for it came out December 2nd, 1983. And at that time, it was a movie in the music video genre. Now, most videos have kind of a cinematic vibe to him, but before then it was just, sometimes they would have a little something, but nothing like this production that Michael Jackson put forward. It was intense. But that was really the catalyst for really pushing, at least in my mind, pushing out videos that were cinematic in nature. And man, was it cinematic. It had Vincent Price. If you don't know who Vincent Price is, you need to go look him up. He's the one who does the speaking part at the end, and his voice still sends chills up and down my body when I think about his voice. I mean, he's a very nice man, but he got kind of pigeonholed doing the creepy shows because I can't remember what show he did, what he spoke for. I know it wasn't the Twilight Zone. Maybe it was. I don't know. Now it's going to bother me. Maybe I should look it up. Okay, I'm going to look it up. Give me just a second. I looked up Vincent Price. It took me a hot minute. I think because he was the host of Mystery on PBS, I think that's where I know his voice the best, except for Thriller. But he was also, and he's very well known within the horror genre for his voice, but he's quite the accomplished actor. So he did the narration at the end of the video, and his voice is just really creepy. Really creepy. So if it's been a hot minute since you've watched Thriller, or if you've never watched Thriller, of course I will have the link down below for you. I never owned the record. Heck, I never owned any records by Michael Jackson. Didn't mean I didn't like him or love him and love some of his music. I just never owned any of his records. So, Nona's very blessed to have that 33 record. She's very blessed to have that, and I hope she still has it. I know it was her first 33 she bought, and I'm like, when she said that, I'm like, what do you mean 33? I'm thinking it was like a record that had 33 of his greatest hits on it. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, I've never heard of that. And didn't I look like a doofus? So anyways, yeah. So what I remember most is his red jacket. And that might sound kind of odd, but his red leather jacket was kind of a statement piece along with his red leather pants. And yes, I did watch the video before I filmed this. I wanted to kind of refresh my mind because it's been a hot minute since I watched the video or even listened to the song, to be honest. But I did watch it, but I knew he had a red leather jacket on before that because that's what I remember the most. That, and of course the dance with the zombies. And I like how at the beginning of the video he prefaces the part that due to his deep beliefs, the video was no way in shape or form a promotion of his belief in the occult. He didn't believe in the occult, and so he made that well known at the beginning of the video, and I thought kudos to him for putting that out there. I mean, I don't care what anyone believes. That's their personal choice, and I'm not going to say it's right or wrong. We all have a personal choice in what we believe or not believe. So I'm not I'm not knocking that. I'm saying good for him for putting that out there, because I'm sure he would have gotten a lot of backlash saying that he did believe in the occult when in fact he didn't. Let me talk about the ladies and then I'll get back to the video and just my thoughts on it. But I want to talk about CeCe and Nona really quick. I feel it's very important that I highlight them and give them a little bit of promotion. I know I have an extremely small channel, but you never know. Someone may stumble across one of my videos and, you know, not know CeCe or Nona, and me talking about them may lead to you going and checking them out, which you should do because they're amazing. Now CeCe, she is a small channel. She doesn't get to post a lot. She is on the front lines, so right now her world is upside down, as any of you guys can relate if you are on the front lines, whether it be in the medical field, law enforcement, science, truckers, grocery store workers. I'm trying not to leave anybody out, and I know I'm going to leave out a ton of people who are on the front lines for all of us during this insane time. And CeCe is one of them. And so I'm so grateful that she asked us if we would do a music collab, and I was honored that she would ask Nona and I to do that. And I'm so glad she reached out because I've gotten to know her better. She was one of my followers, and I was getting to know her there, but I didn't get to know her as deeply as I know her now. And I don't talk a lot on social media. My presence on other platforms is not really there, even though I try to build it up there. I struggle with that, and because there's only so much I can handle on my plate, so many peas on the plate that I can eat. And so that is where we communicate. I don't do well on any platform. Marco Polo, I'm in groups on Marco Polo, and I'm terrible about keeping in contact. But when I do, I learn so much about the ladies that I converse with. And this month, I guess it is October still, CeCe and I had a beautiful conversation, and I learned quite a bit about her, and we have something very that is very special to both of us in common, that I loved her before, but my love for her is so much deeper now, and I am just blessed to have her as a friend and call her my friend. So make sure you go check out CeCe. Her link will be down below, as well as Nona's, and give her some love. Subscribe to her channel. She's doing the best she can, and I know that she will, you know, once this crazy stops, I have no doubt that her channel will blossom and grow, because she's just a beautiful woman that you can't help but love. Okay, I think I have that. Okay, I swatched a whole bunch of these, and I am going to use this shadow right here in the Laura Geller Smoky Neutrals palette. And I am just going to work it lightly onto Hide and Seek. I've never used this palette, so this was a gift from my friend, and it has this beautiful red in there, so hopefully we can get that red to incorporate. But I'm putting this, it's the second one. It's kind of like a grungy brown, a dirty brown. Yes, I swatched quite a few of these to see if I could find one I wanted to use. So Nona, I've known Nona the longest. She found me on YouTube, and Nona has got to be one of the sweetest ladies on planet Earth. That's all I can say. She has got to be. She's just a good woman. She does a whole lot on her channel, but what she shines at, you know, grabbing other creators and bringing them into the fold, you know, kind of giving them friendship and love and helping them grow. It sounds like my brother's here, so if you hear banging, that's just him showing up. Nona has one of the kindest hearts I've ever met. And I love her to pieces. And I'm grateful to know that she is there if I need her. And my life is truly blessed to call her one of my dearest friends. And it wasn't my brother, my juice is here. So Nona does a lot on her channel, and if you do not follow her, you need to go over and do so. She does a lot of looks. She does Shop My Stash. She is the reason I do Shop My Stash. She talked me into it. And she does hauls, but the girl wins a ton of giveaways, and she also gets friend mail. And I love that she just honors that she, you know, that people send her stuff. And I just think it is rather sweet. When I sent her two things, no big deal, nothing. And I turned on my television, there was my face huge. And I'm like, why is my face on my TV screen? And it was Nona doing a friend mail for those two things I sent her. She did not need to do that. But I just thought it was sweet of her that she did. And I wasn't expecting that at all. So yeah, that woman has my heart. Girl, you got my heart. So that had a little bit of red to it. Can you guys see that? There's a little bit of a red hue that is in that brown, or am I just smoking something? We're going to go with this red right here that's in the Delectables palette. Sorry, I'm holding the palette weird, but I have this broken one in there that I needed to hold in. So I'm just going to take this flat shader brush, and I'm going to pick up some and just put it I don't think I'm going to put it on my whole lid, but I'm going to put it on the majority of my lid. That's a pretty, pretty red. It's not quite the red of his jacket, but it's gonna have to do. And I'm not one to usually put shimmers on, you know, my crease and my lid, but lately I've been doing it only because I haven't had the colors that I've wanted to use for certain looks. So I've been doing it more. Because, you know, somebody once said, you know, don't use shimmers if you're older. Well, I'm older. And, you know, I figure people know what they're talking about when they give advice like that. But I'm going to look old whether I have shimmers on my lid or in my crease. You know, I'm going to look old no matter what. So I've decided I'm going to do whatever I want. I'm going to try and look classy. I'm still going to do whatever I want. Oddly enough, as if I've never been that way. Okay, so the video, I was laughing so hard when I watched it yesterday, and this video is going up late because I was too sick to film the other day. And I had no inspiration on how to do this video, to be honest. I was kind of at a loss for what I wanted to do. Ooh, don't fall. Okay, I'm gonna take this brown right here and I'm gonna put it in my outer V. So I was pretty lost about how I wanted to do this, and then, you know, I watched the video and I really, really wanted to incorporate his red jacket because, you know, that was the one thing I remembered most about the video. Yeah, I'm not liking that it's orange. It's more orange than red. We'll do something. We'll figure it out. So then I came up with, you know, incorporating red into the look, but I still wanted to honor the dark, smoky, zombie-esque vibe of the video. And because that's really, you know, the gist of it. I'm going to dig into swoop into swoop and get a little bit of this really dark brown and put it over that other brown, which I didn't tell you was flip out. I did kind of flip out at the color. It wasn't quite what I wanted. I snuck off to get my Cheers to the Beauty palette, and I couldn't find it. I had it like 5 minutes before I started filming. So I knew it was somewhere, but it was the where I wasn't sure about. So I'm going to take this red right here. It is called Debonair. I'm hoping it's a red. I'm hoping it's a red because I want red. Yep, it's red. I was hoping it was a shimmer, but it's not. That's okay. I'm gonna make this work. You have to admit, the 80s rocked for music. Michael Jackson was awesome. His vision and talent was just unparalleled. if you liked him. If you didn't like him, then you didn't think that, of course, but well, you might have still if you didn't like him, if you just appreciated music. You could still respect how talented he was. I'm going to take the shade Diamond Jubilee right here. It's kind of, I mean, it's definitely a cool tone silver, but it's got some type of a taupey pull to it. And I'm also going to use Iconic, which is this gorgeous, like, I don't know if you call it an antique bronze, a pewter, maybe a pewter. So I'm going to put Diamond Jubilee on, and then I am going to put this on top of it, right in the middle. We'll see how it works. If it doesn't work, that's okay. I don't do well using my fingers, but that might be too bright for my look that I want. And then Iconic. Okay, I did not like Diamond Jubilee on the middle. Is it Diamond Jubilee? That really bright one, I didn't like it. It was too bright for the look I was going for. And I wanted the red pulled over more, so I want to say Incognito, but Iconic. I put Iconic all on the inner part of my lid. I built up the red and took it about 3/4 of my lid is the red. And then Swoop I put on the outer part just to give it a little depth. Hopefully that's all I need to do, but we won't know until I put on the rest of my face. So yeah, I'm not sure about this look, but I never know until I finish my face. So let me go do that, and I will be right back to wrap up this video. All right, guys, this is my final look for the Thriller Face the Music collab that I do with Nona and CeCe. I did do some changes. Shock you, I know. So what I did, excuse me, what I did is I took this Day to Night eyeshadow and I put it in the outer corner and then onto my lower lash line, and then I just took the brush that I had used to dust Hide and Seek in my transition, to smudge out Day to Night, so I pulled it over further. I did line my eyes with the Rodial Chocolate Brown eyeliner right up against my lash line to give it some definition, but I did not want to in any way, shape, or form change the eyeshadow itself. And then I took Joyride by ColourPop, this beautiful red eyeliner, and I put it over, well, a little bit higher. So I kind of layered it on top of the Rodial eyeliner, but also a little bit above it, just on the outer portion of my eye, and then pulled it down right so it would connect with my lower lash line, but I didn't pull it any further over. So I incorporated a little more red. I took the shade Break Free and put it in my inner corner. and pulled it over to meet up with where I had taken Hide and Seek and dusted it over that Day to Night brown. And and then I put Nocturnal on my brow bone and just really buffed out any edges I had up at the top. On my lips, I took L'Oreal's Rebel Rouge and put it on to my lip. Then I took Reimagine. This is the Jen Loves Reviews and Ofra collab, and I put it on top of Rebel Rouge to darken it up. And I see it got a little messy when I did that. That's okay. That's all I did. So I didn't really make any changes. I just darkened up that outer V, pulled it onto my lower lash line, put on some eyeliner and mascara, and that was it. So that really long-winded explanation, that's all I did. So that is it, guys. What do you think? Does it make you think of thriller? Does it make you think of zombies? Does it make you think of Halloween night or just scary movies? I don't know if I accomplished that, but I accomplished incorporating red into this look, which is really what I wanted to do. So I really like it, actually. Once I got everything on, I really, really like this look. I think it is fun. It's different. It's definitely out of my comfort zone, but I really like it. I truly do. So that is it. Make sure you go check out CeCe and Nona. Give them some love. Tell them I sent you. And if you don't follow them, make sure you do. You will love every single second of them. Please take good care. Be safe. Be smart. If you go out for Halloween, be safe out there and have a good time. And I will talk to you on the next one. Bye.